Come on in, collective, collective. Welcome to my channel, Divine Spiritual Tarot. I am here to give y'all messages that the Spirit wants y'all to know. I hope you guys are having a good night as well. And I hope y'all had a good day, collective. So let's start. We have her the past. And it has something to do with the past here. Okay? We also have her intuitive. Okay? And it has something to do with the moon, maybe. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with the past. Okay? And it has something to do with the dark moon. Okay. So someone here is intuitive of the past, whoever this is. It got something to do with the past. And somebody here is intuitive on the past. Whoever this is. What's coming in? What my collective need to know. We have her trust. And it has something to do with change. So we should be trusting her into change. And it has something to do with her, with the silver moon and also the moon of rising. We should be trusting into change. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with past and beginnings. So somebody here had a beginning into the past. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with self-regards and accepting responsibilities. So someone here do self-regard and they get downloads her, whoever this is, and they accept responsibilities with reflection. It's called the reflection moon and exploring a moon. It has something to do with her. It's connected to the law of attraction. And it has something to do with the moon of Misty. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with the law of attraction. And it got something to do with the past. But it has something to do with protection. And it got something to do with seeking healing. So we have to seek healing her. And it has something to do with her and be patient. Okay? So we have to trust into the past. Someone here had a new beginning here into the past. And it has something to do with her. And somebody here that accept responsibility and do reflection work here, that accept responsibility here, knows somebody here been dealing with the past. That's why somebody here needs to change and trust. Okay? And it has something to do with her. What else is coming in? Now y'all know what's going on here with the trust. We have her psychic awareness and divine souls. So this is connected to psychic awareness and divine souls. It has something to do with new beginnings with the divine father. Okay? So psychics awareness her. What I was showing y'all is psychics, y'all should be intuitive of the past, and it has something to do with that her. That psychics that is divine souls. Y'all should be intuitive of the past, and it has something to do with that her, because it has something to do with new beginnings, and it has something to do with the divine Father. What's coming in? Spirit. She want my collective to know. We have her partnerships and love and nurturing spirit. It has something to do with true higher self. And it has something to do with that her. So it has something to do with relationships and love and nurturing with higher self her. But it has something to do with true higher self. It has something to do with someone her can be in prosperity of guidance her with disputes, but it has something to do with the divine teachers here, and it has something to do with balance and disputes her. So it has something to do with, for some of you divine teachers here, and it has something to do with that her, and it has something to do with someone her could be hiding their self or something like that, but it has something to do with self-control, and it has something to do with your highest self, and it has something to do with that her. So at this time, we should give ourselves some time to be by ourselves, her divine teachers. And it has something to do with that, her. Because it has something to do with trusting. And it has something to do with partnerships and love. So somebody can be trusting in partnerships and love with their highest self, with nurturing spirits. But it has something to do with somebody here that's balanced. They give themselves time here with this disputes. And they also are a divine teacher here. And they also is prosperity guide. And this person finds they self-centered. And it has something to do with their highest self. Because it has something to do with gifts and joy and guidance. And it has something to do with this person get gifts and joy and guidance. But it has something to do with that gift they get is self-centered, as well as joy and guidance with their highest self. And it has something to do with investments. They're very creative for whoever this is, and creative and guided. Whoever this is, yeah. So someone here could have, trust in partnerships and love, okay? So someone here is trusting, and it has something to do with their trusting into partnerships and love. And it has something to do with that her. That's coming in. We have here temptation. And we also have her love. Temptation and love. Raya's trust. We have her blessings. So it has something to do with blessings her. And it has something to do with someone her is giving their blessings to somebody her that's draining. And it has something to do with that her. Somebody could be toxic. Somebody her gave their blessings to somebody her that was toxic. And it has something to do with that her, with this energy draining places, people and things. So it has something to do with draining places and people and things her. Yeah. That's what it has something to do with her. Someone here is giving their energy to someone here. It has something to do with their somebody here is sucking the energy out of somebody, and they're sucking the energy out of their blessings because they trust. And it has something to do with that her. That's why somebody here is finna get a wake up call, and they finna be in complete hurt with these soul contracts. And it has something to do with that her. Because it got something to do with blessings, sir, and trust. What else coming in? Our partnerships, sir. We have for DM. So somebody here could be DMing and thinking that they getting blessings with these partnerships and love. But it has something to do with that here. With this DM, they think that they getting blessings. But it has something to do with labels, sir. It has something to do with labels, and it has something to do with something that's going to be an ending with these labels. Because it has something to do with that her. It's going to be an ending with these labels. Because it has something to do with somebody hers for to be free. And they're going to let go her. Because it has something to do with somebody her is miscommunication. And it got something to do with miscommunication and everlasting love. So somebody her could be having everlasting love with somebody her with this miscommunication. But somebody her is a pretender. And it has something to do with that her, and it has something to do with somebody who is a pretender and they with a clone, and it has something to do with an offer. Somebody here gave an offer to a clone, and it has something to do with that her. Okay. Now you know what's going on here. So it has something to do with these partnerships right at this time, with these partnerships and love is MDing, and they trusting into MDing. With these partnerships and blessings, whoever this is, okay, and it has something to do with their somebody here is trusting into blessings, but it got something to do with their trusting into partnerships and love. It has something to do with their blessings, their DMing somebody here, and it has something to do with their her. That's what it has something to do with her. Yeah. We have her balanced. And it has something to do with yin and yang, dark and light. Stay in the center of your highest self. Balance. And it has something to do with fruition. So somebody here that's balanced, they fruition. And they're connected to their light and their dark, whoever this is. Give me one on blessings. It has something to do with the springtime here. So it has something to do with the spring. It says, sir, your love is blooming. Your answers are in the spring. So it has something to do with the spring here. Someone here should be settling her with a soulmate her in the springtime. So it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with that. Somebody blessings. It's in the spring, and it has something to do with that. Somebody could be settling her with soulmates in the springtime, but it has something to do with something that's a pause with somebody's soulmate and settling. Because it's a pause, or because it has something to do with something that's a pause in romance. Because somebody her is in denial. And it has something to do with that her. It's somebody her that's in denial her. It's in mystery. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with somebody here that's balanced. And it got something to do with offers. Somebody here that's connected to their light and dark is getting offers in their home. Because it has something to do with that her. And this person separates. This person connected to the community. So we should be trusted in blessings and soulmate settling in the springtime. That's after the summer and after the winter. And it has something to do with that her. That's where we should be growing our seeds into the springtime. What else coming in? We have her believes. Believes systems bringing you together to keep you apart. So it has something to do with somebody here could be DMing their blessings. So somebody here is, somebody here that's blessed. Okay, it got something to do with somebody here is blessed. And it got something to do with that her. And this person is blessed her, and this person could have grew their seeds her. Somebody who grew their seeds. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with this person that's blessed that grew their seeds her is DMing somebody her and it's connected to somebody belief system. And this person belief system her. But it has something to do with this person belief system her. Somebody her for the run. And somebody her for go through a loss her with this solution. Because it has something to do with this solution her and free will. Somebody here has the free will with this solution. That's why somebody here controlling somebody here. Because it has something to do with that her and it has something to do with a portal her. Somebody here could be in a portal her and they controlling. Because it got something to do with somebody here wanted to settle. And it has something to do with that her. And they wanted to settle with a soulmate her. And it has something to do with that soulmate her can be balanced with the yin and the yang. But it has something to do with balance her and it got something to do with offers. But somebody here denied their offer that was balanced. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. Because somebody here cared about somebody belief system, sir. And it has something to do with that her. Blessings, yeah. And compassion. Yeah. Somebody here played around her. Yeah, they played around her. It got something to do with partnerships, sir. It got something to do with these partnerships, sir. And love. And it got something to do with somebody belief system, sir. So these partnerships care about people belief systems and what they believe in and stuff like that her. It's connected to their belief systems. And it has something to do with that her. These partnerships in love. But it has something to do with somebody her trust somebody her. And it got something to do with trust. And it got something to do with blessings and what they grew her. Y'all see what they grew with all this springtime and what they grew her is trust. And it has something to do with that her. So I hear right around her. Yeah. So we should be looking at these partnerships in love, belief systems, or what they believe and stuff like that her. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. There was somebody heard these partnerships be looking at somebody belief systems. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. We have her third party. Somebody here's in a third party. And it has something to do with codependent. Somebody here's codependent with third parties. Whoever this is. Wow. Yeah. That's what it has something to do with her. Give me one on this trust and blessing, sir, with this spring. A taste. So somebody here want to have a taste, sir, in the unexpected surprise. Because it has something to do with somebody who could be infatuated her and they want to taste. This is in the springtime. It has something to do with somebody here is not looking at the past. Somebody here that was a Kenya spirit is not looking at the past. It has something to do with somebody here is deranged her. And they talking about somebody here that be putting up boundaries, sir. It has something to do with a third party here. And it has something to do with somebody here be stalking and lurking with a third party. It has something to do with somebody here is a narcissistic her. It has something to do with that her. And this narcissistic is in a toxic connection her. And it has something to do with this person is telling broken promises to somebody's sister. And it has something to do with that her. That's why somebody disorganized her with this flirt. And it has something to do with that her. But somebody here is escaping reality her. And somebody here trying to escape reality of a high vibe person here. Or they want this high vibe person here to escape reality. But it has something to do with reunion her, and it has something to do with is it dad. So somebody here had a reunion with somebody here when somebody here was messing with somebody with somebody. It's like they had a reunion with somebody here when they lover was trying to mess with their sister or something like that. Her, yeah, that's why somebody here is in selfish love, whoever this is. But they act like they infatuated with somebody, but somebody was trying to get with somebody else's sister. Yeah. Give me what all this. It got something to do with mental express. I told you that. And it has something to do with silence. Somebody here suffering in silence. Because it got something to do with somebody here salty her. And it has something to do with nil eyesight. Somebody here salty because somebody here got nil eyesight her. Somebody here is in fear and love her. Because somebody here acting like they uninterested in stuff like that. Somebody that's uninterested in her, and somebody here can be in fear and love, but it has something to do with it. Got something to do with a reader her, and it got something to do with these tarot readers her, and it got something to do with resurrected isn't dead, and it has something to do with a marriage. These readers are with somebody here, and it has something to do with that, and it has something to do with this person is trying to escape reality with about this marriage, but it has something to do with this person that's a high vibe person here. They disorganized about this high vibe person here because it got something to do with they flirting. And they telling broken promises to somebody's sister. Wow. Wow. Whoa. That's crazy. Some could grow into the springtime her. These partnerships ain't no good, baby. What's coming in her? Always do your best. Your best is it says your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as under any circumstances. Do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and self-regret. Always do your best. And it has something to do with her. We have her the star. This is the wish. If there is something you desire, use this symbol to attract. And meditate on this symbol. Brings you luck and fortune. The star. Someone has a star. And it has something to do with her. I found somebody else. Somebody here found somebody else. Yeah. It has something to do with loyalty here. Somebody here was loyal, whoever this is. And it has something to do with higher self. Somebody here is in their higher self. Somebody here could be at the river. They could be at the river here. Or they go to the river a lot. It has something to do with I looking at your picture every day. So somebody can be looking at somebody's picture every day. It has something to do with 4949. Angel number 49 is a angel symbol. And the importance of listening to our inner self and finding the real purpose of our life. It has something to do with 4949. It has something to do with too busy winning. Somebody here's too busy winning. It has something to do with the rings. This symbol is bonding. If you wish to attract new love or if you're in a relationship, this will strengthen the bond. In business, using the symbol, a strong connection, the rings. Yeah. Spiritual connection. So something was a spiritual connection here. Yeah. And it has something to do with that here. Yeah. It has something to do with the empress here. And it has something to do with somebody who could have been an empress. And it has something to do with that as well. Yeah. It has something to do with all I want is to do is talk to you. So somebody could be wanting to talk to somebody here. It has something to do with the same news. So something is the same news here. Yeah. It has something to do with somebody here figure the towel. Yeah. It got something to do with the empress. Somebody here figure the towel. Because it got something to do with somebody here is a gold digger. A gold digger here finna get a towel. Just want your money, this gold digger. Just want y'all money here finna get a towel, empresses. They has something to do with that here. They thought they was getting away with that. No, it has something to do with the law of determination. How we create the things and events and places that comes into our lives. Our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions, and energies, which is attracting the energies of negative energies, and attract negative energies, or positive energies attract positive energies. And it has something to do with that here. It has something to do with that, the law of dimensions. It has something to do with taking flight. So somebody here's for to take flight. Okay? Me a couple more, then I'm gone. It got something to do with a father here. So somebody here could be a father as well. It has something to do with your spiritual guides is separating you. So somebody here, spiritual guides for to separate somebody here. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what else is coming in for y'all guys. It's a gold digger here for to get a towel. Whoever this is, there's a gold digger here. We have here the Two of Wands. So somebody here could be planning. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Somebody could be, learning something or some type of investment here. What else is coming in? We got the Strength, Leo energy. What else coming in here? We have for the Devil, Capricorn energy here. That's I know somebody here got a toxic lover here. Or these toxic lovers here can be strong with the Strength cord. It has something to do with the Ace of Swords, and it has something to do with the Page of Swords here. Somebody can be gossiping here, but somebody here know the truth. And they know the truth about somebody here putting them in competition. What else? It has something to do with the Nine of Cups. Somebody here is about self. And it has something to do with the Chariot here. And it got something to do with the High Priestess. Somebody here is a cold High Priestess or whoever this is. And this person got cancer or something in their chart. Or something like that here. And this person is a Temperance angel. This person is a cold High Priestess, whoever this is. And it has something to do with that here. And this person is an Emperor. An Empress. This person is an Empress with the Sun. Yeah. This Temperance angel is an Empress with the Sun. And this person is a High Priestess as well. And it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. And this person know the truth. And it has something to do with that here. Somebody here probably was strong Temperance angel that's an Empress. Yeah. Well, this is that's in the Nine of Cups. I heard right around. I'll do that. Right around her. Yeah, that's coming in. We have her the Ten of Swords. Somebody here forget Ten of Swords to her. Whoever this is. Yeah. Because it got something to do with the Four of Wands and this judgment on with these contracts. I told you it's judgment on these contracts. Because it got something to do with somebody here is indecisive her. And they indecisive about money. And has something to do with all they do is go hold back with this Four of Pentacles, they possessions her. It has something to do with the Four of Pentacles her. And it got something to do with the Ace of Wands. So it has something to do with somebody here is holding back they possessions her. And they holding back of having a passion new beginning her with these Knight of Cups. Ooh wee, somebody heard. I told somebody heard. They get Ten of Swords to her, whoever this is. Yeah, I saw doing these toxic lovers acting like they strong her, whoever this is. These toxic lovers acting like they so strong. But these toxic lovers will find out. And these toxic lovers only about self. They only about they self her. And it has something to do with her. And it has something to do with somebody here about they self her. It's for to get Ten of Swords. Whoever this is. Yeah. Told you there's a gold digger here if they get a towel. Whoever this is that played around her. They played around with the wrong one. We have here the Five of Pentacles, Earth energy. And we also have the Ten of Wands. So I heard in the Five of Pentacles, sir, and they carry their burdens, whoever this is. Give me one on the strict, Leo energy. It has something to do with the Two of Pentacles. Somebody here is juggling somebody here. Yeah, or it could be juggling a Leo here. Or somebody here trying to play with a Leo here with this Ace of Wands. And want to have a passion new beginning with a Leo here or juggling her. And it has something to do with that here. Give me one. It's somebody here that's toxic. Can be trying to juggle this Leo. Yeah. Give me one on the Devil. It has something to do with the Nine of Cups. This person all about self here and juggling somebody here. Yeah. It has something to do with the lovers. And it has something to do with the six swords. Somebody here trying to move the corporate water, sir. But somebody here can see all them. You hear me? You don't see how this person can see them? And it has something to do with they can see who working with who. Whoever this is. Yeah. So I here try to juggle a nine of pentacles, sir. I thought they was juggling a nine of pentacles, sir. Like this Leo here can be a nine of cups and they try to juggle this Leo. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Give me one on nine of cups. Got something to do with the elements of cups. Water energy. Yeah, got something to do with these water energies too. They sitting around here trying to juggle. But it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with the element of fire, and it has something to do with the King of Cups. So it has something to do with the King of Cups. They want a passionate beginning here. But somebody here figured a tower. Somebody here is getting a tower here. Somebody here ain't having no passionate beginning with this water sign, and it has something to do with that here. That's why something is a missing opportunity. Somebody's going to get a tower here. Because it's a missing opportunity here. And it has something to do with judgment on somebody. Give me one on the Ten of Swords. It has something to do with the Chariot, Cancer energy here. Somebody could be Ten of Swords in a Cancer here. Or another water sign. Because it has something to do with the Star. And it has something to do with the Two of Wands. Somebody here could be planning and trying to heal. And they trying to plan and they trying to heal. This water sign trying to plan and heal with an earth sign. And it has something to do with that here. This person could be planning to heal with an earth sign. Or an Aquarius is trying to, or Aquarius knows some type of truth here in planning as well. It has something to do with the Six of Pentacles here. It has something to do with the King, the element of air. Someone here can be given to somebody here. And whatever these air signs are given to, they in the Nine of Swords. Yeah, they getting played here. A lot of people get played here, man. Like, real talk. Let's keep it in the book. These water signs here can be about they self. And I'm just going to keep it a book. But that's to do these water signs are also being about they self because, like I showed y'all, they also are being connected to spirit. They get connected to spirit as well. And it has something to do with that here. But these toxic lovers here thought that they can play with a water sign here. And it has to do with they can play with these water signs because these water signs is the Chariot. They gonna only walk away from them. And somebody here forget Ten of Swords for playing with a water sign here. And they try to play with a water sign here. These toxic lovers wanted to play with a water sign, but this water sign ain't fit to play with them. And this Leo ain't fit to play with them either. So I don't know what somebody thought they was doing here, but it ain't gonna work out for them. Not if they doing this to a water sign. And not if they doing this to a water sign, they got Leo in their chart. Or Capricorn in their chart. Because it got something to do with somebody who gonna stay single. These water signs gonna stay single. They don't want nobody. Because it got something to do with they are the keyer of all players. Some of these water signs are the key of all players. And they want to sit around and play with them. And they responsible here. And look at signs here. And the signs they looking at this Phoenix. Yeah. And they have to do it there. And somebody here want to steal this person's identity. I told you they trying to steal this person's identity, this Phoenix identity here, a squad. Yeah. That's what I started doing here. I told you that. Give me one or two of Pentacles, sir. Yeah, I started doing somebody here finna be hopeless. Whoever this is, that's getting juggled here. Because it got something to do with somebody here cut somebody off her. That's why somebody finna go through the dark night of the soul here with this anchor. Yeah, because this anchor here, somebody here deny to see the truth here. That's why they deny to see the truth. That's why they going through the dark night of the soul. Because they play with somebody here that ascended. And think they go, cock block this ascended person. And it has to do with that. But this person already escaped her. And this person is I told you this person is a alchemist, sir. And it has to do with that. It got to do with soulmate, sir. And this person is the key of all players, sir, with responsibilities. And it got to do with soulmates. This person can look at sizes with soulmates. This person is a phoenix. Yeah. And they try to steal this person's identity. Make it make sense. That's why I feel be stuck her. Give me one on I told you they got something to do with a commitment here. Somebody here is in a commitment her and they stuck. Whoever this is, these toxic lovers here is stuck and hopeless. And in commitments. Because it's got something to do with somebody. It's going to be a pressure cooker here. With these karmics and third parties, it's going to be a pressure cooker. Because it's got something to do with somebody who got memories here. With this nostalgia as well as conflict here and illuminations. They get memories of somebody putting up illusions to them. And somebody here is bitter and angry and hurt. Because it got something to do with they bitter at this detective here. This is who they bitter at. This detective. And the reason why, because this person getting justice, sir, and this person can be on the hamster wheel to survive, but this person getting justice. And that's something to do with that. It got something to do with these karmic relationships. It's in denial. And it has something to do with that. It got something to do with these Knight of Cups, sir, only wearing a mask with this Seven of Swords. And it has something to do with they be gossiping her with this crave. This is what they crave, the gossip about people. These karmics, sir. Yeah. And it has something to do with their, it has something to do with secret Mars, and it has something to do with the Page of Pentacles, and it has something to do with they act like they go ordinary and everything, and act like they somebody's secret Mars, but somebody here need to cut them off her with this apology. Cut them off. That's what they need to do to them. Because they stuck her with their commitment. These karmic relationships that thought they could juggle somebody here. Yeah. Ooh, wait, sorry, everybody around here. Give me more. You got something doing somebody here look between the lines. I told you these water signs is looking between the lines. I told you these water signs is looking at a phoenix. A fire sign that's telling the truth her. And it got something to do with her. It got something to do with healing their heart her. And it got something to do with they can be talking and building friendships her. And they can be healing their heart. These water signs. But it has something to do with somebody here. These vibes want these water signs to take a gamble. But these water signs for the call they butts out here because it got something to do with soulmates. And I said, no, these water signs for to cut that apology off. I told you these water signs is getting intuitive here, and they gonna cut this apology off for playing with these water signs. So I told you that secret admire her, and I told you that these water signs looking between the lines here, man, and they finding out these karmics is in relationships here. Yeah. And it has something to do with that here with this lust and charm. I told you these water signs looking between the lines. These water signs. And it has something to do with that here. They knowing what's up with these karmics now. Because it got something to do with charm and it got something to do with old school. Somebody could be trying to charm somebody, they thinking they using old school. These karmics need to get a new school. Because it got something to do with these families here. And it got something to do with somebody could be starting something new with their families. But it got something to do with somebody here finna cut them off too. These families is finna cut people off too. These families don't care about this apology. Because they being called out here. These families are finding out about people here, man. And these Phoenix is telling on them. Yeah. And they have something to do with their hair. These karmics is a bye-bye for these karmics, man. These karmics thinking that they got the strength there. These karmic relationships. Thinking that they got the strength. But they ain't got no strength there, baby, because it got something to do with, they ain't got no strength there because it got something to do with they are tied up her. They thought they could juggle somebody her. These karmics love to juggle people that's in the Nine of Cups. And they love to juggle them in the Nine of Cups her. But they stuck. And they all tied up her. And it got something to do with that her. They only want somebody here all tied up when they already in a commitment. They want somebody here to be stuck when they in a commitment here with a karmic. Or when they with a karmic relationship. Or they in a relationship. And it got something to do with that her. Because it got something to do with these water signs is figuring it out, man. Somebody trying to tennis sword this water signs. They trying to tennis sword these water signs that's in the Nine of Cups. And that's something to do with these water signs that's in the Nine of Cups here is the chariot and keeping it pushing. I told you that. These water signs like, I gotta go. I told they watching the Phoenix here. These water signs is leaving. These water signs is not letting nobody tennis sword them no more. And they got something to do with that because they look between the lines with this lust and desire. And it has something to do with that her. Why here get sorry there, man? They like to ride her. They did, whoever this is. These water signs got brand new, man. These water signs like, I'm straight on you. You water signs like, I gotta go. Yeah, let me put this one on her. Yeah, I told you they play with these water signs. Water signs like, I got brand new, man. I ain't even finna deal with you, baby. I gotta go. Yeah, these water signs, I told you. These water signs is too intuitive. People try to take their gifts. Water signs are intuitive. They close to the most high. And they sit around here playing with these water signs like they are okie doke. And then they want to use this desire on water signs. These water signs is looking between the lines with this desire now. And they have something to do with their hair. They looking between the lines. These water signs like, nah, baby, I'm straight. I'd rather be in the 9 of cups and make you go through it to the source. I'm not fit to do it because it got something to do with judgment. Somebody here to make a judgment on somebody. Somebody can be going to court. But it has something to do with that her, and it has something to do with gifts. Yeah. Everybody around her. Because it got something to do with visitors. Somebody be trying to visit somebody here. Yeah. And somebody trying to visit somebody here that's going to go through misfortune here that's false. Yeah, whoever this is. Told you that. Everybody around her. Because it got something to do with somebody here if they get a letter here. This visitor. Because it got something to do with officer person here. And it got something to do with widow. It's going to be an officer person. Something that's a decor here. And it's a decor with somebody money too. Somebody played around here. They did. It has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with desire. Somebody here could be wanting to give a message to somebody here in this desire. But somebody here ain't nothing but an enemy here. And this water sign know this. And this water sign know somebody trying to put them in a third party. And it has something to do with that here. And it got something to do with this person know the truth. Yeah. Because it offers a person that's saying it. Wherever this is. Somebody here played around here. They did. These water signs getting brand new, man. These water signs said, I'm straight. You got something to do with somebody here regret. I told you if it be a regret here. Yeah, because you got something to do with unfinished business. Somebody here acting like they got unfinished business with somebody here. Yeah. I told you it's gonna be eggs on somebody's face that come and visit somebody here. It's gonna be eggs on their face. Somebody here finna get caught. Gonna be eggs on their face here. Yeah. Because it got something to do with somebody here finna diss somebody here. They don't even want this desire. I told you this water signs don't want this desire. They sick and tired. These water signs are sick and tired. And they moving on. And it has something to do with that here. These water signs get brand new with that intuitive. Come on, babies. Y'all one of the powerful inside. Y'all powerful with all the signs to tell you the truth. And they want to sit around here and play with y'all. Y'all done with that crap, man. Yeah, go do that stuff with somebody. Yeah. It got something to do with these ex-lovers. Yeah. It got something to do with to be eggs on somebody's face that's an ex-lover. Because it got something to do with spiritual guides, protected of the signs. You are guided. And it has something to do with come clean. So it has something to do with it. Somebody here is guided to come clean. These water signs is finna come clean here too. Because it got something to do with that here. And the reason why they finna come clean here, because it got something to do with somebody here is a tarot reader. Whoever this is. Yeah. There be eggs on somebody's face. Because I already got an X or something. I told you that. Somebody looking at their X pictures here. Whoever this is. And then how I started doing that here with this 111. Twin flames, soul contracts, divine, and signs, and heart prepare, love winning, and building trust. And it has something to do with that, with this heart prepare. Somebody here want to prepare with that twin flame, but it has something to do with the mirror. Somebody here go out to look in the mirror here. Did they learn a lesson? Or their addictions, you know what I'm saying? As well as turmoil here. Did they learn anything? Did they twin flame learn something? And it has something to do with that here. Cause somebody here ain't giving to nothing no more. Whoever this is. Water signs are done with that mess, man. Gonna be on eggs on somebody's face. Somebody else could be looking at somebody's pictures, sir. And this water sign like, I'm good. I'm straight. You hear me? Got something to do with the 9 of Pentacles, sir. Somebody could be acting like they shy. And they single here with this 9 of Pentacles. And it got something to do with that here. It got something to do with somebody here is aware. And it has something to do with that here. Somebody could be at work too. They could be at work. Yeah. But they aware. Whatever this is. It got something to do with the 6 of Swords. Somebody could be happy here moving the calmer waters. But it has something to do with somebody here angry here and they in guilt. And the reason why they angry and they in guilt is what somebody here sowing their seeds into. Some of them can be working her, and somebody here could be like, angry. But somebody here was working, and somebody here is in guilt, and somebody here is in fear. Because it got something to do with the 5 of Swords. Somebody here want to fight somebody because they was working. Whoever this is. Yeah. What else? It has something to do with and it has something to do with the 8 of Cups. Somebody here finna walk away. Yeah, whoever this is. Because it got something to do with the 7 of Wands, and it has something to do with a smirk. It got something to do with the 3 of Wands. Somebody here stood their ground here. That's why somebody here is smirking. But it has something to do with somebody here the 5 of Pentacles now. For playing with this person. This person that was smirking her is in the 5 of Pentacles, sir. Because somebody here blocked somebody. Yeah. That's why it's an O here. Because it got something to do with the Page of Wands, and it got something to do with somebody here in guilt. Because somebody here is aware. And it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with the 6 of Cups, and it got something to do with the King of Wands. Yeah. Somebody here rage. And it has something to do with that here. Somebody here wanted this King of Wands her to be in the past her. And act like they ain't happiness her. But somebody, it got something to do with the King of Wands her rage. Because it got something to do with the 8 of Wands. Oh. Wow. What is this? Yup. Coming in. We have for love and appearance. So it has something to do with love and appearance. And it has something to do with dancing to the rhyme of life. So love and appearance and dance with the rhymes of life. It has something to do with my creative power. Somebody here is very creative. Yeah. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.